You want to play Magic in 2020? Well, if you stay tuned, I'll show you how we do that. What's going on, monsters? It's Mike, and I'm here today to discuss the different ways that we can play Magic in 2020. Well, unfortunately right now, we're not able to play with our paper cards. But there are some other ways that you can get your Magic fix. Hey, let's get right into it. So, here's the first way, and my preferred way of playing Magic Online. It's called Magic Online. And basically, it's a client that you can pretty much play every format you want to. Just everything. From your standard to commander, even specialty formats. Like, if you're a new player, there's tons of formats. I prefer not to play standard on MTGO because there's it's, in my opinion, Magic Arena is a better client to play standard on. But every other format, it's great for. So when you're first getting started with Magic Online, you might not be able to see everything on the bottom left corner because of the overlay, but so it has a lot to it, and it can get a little convoluted when you're first starting out. So especially buying and trading cards, you have to go to a separate website. It's not like something that you can go to trade and buy on the actual client. It's and I'll get into that in a second. So you've got your home page. That's pretty self-explanatory. It has your buddy list and whatnot, and it shows different leagues, and there's not much going on the home page. And then your collection, that's pretty self-explanatory of what it is. But it's actually filtering is not complicated, but if I want standard, well, standard's everything in the standard set. So that's pretty easy to filter through. But when you get to modern, you're going to be filtering through all those standard cards too. There's the filtering on Magic Online is good. It's, it is what it is. It does what it says it does. And it's one of the things you kind of got to get used to when you're first playing with Magic Online. And I suggest that, when you download it, just mess around with it, because that's the best way to learn, is just going through it. Don't feel overwhelmed, except for when you're buying the cards. When you first start buying cards, it can get a little confusing, and I'm going to make a separate video on Magic Online itself, so if you guys wait for that, that'd be great. But basically, you can, on this collection page, filter everything, filter out what cards you want, and you also have your decks and your binders and everything. So I have Pioneer deck and a Modern deck and a bunch of Commander decks online, and then you also have on here, it's like your leagues almost. So a standard league is almost like going to your F&M, kind of you're kind of, it's competitive, and it's very rewarding when you win, but when you lose, or you don't have a good record on there, it's kind of like when you go to your store. You also have every format possible. It also allows you to play limited, so you can play draft, sealed, and gauntlet. So this is probably the best comparison to you actually playing a paper format. So, and that's why I like it a lot. In the store. So when you first get started with Magic Online, there's going to be a bundle. I believe you have to buy that bundle in order to buy cards online and receive those cards from websites like Card Hoarder or Mana Traders, even to play online. It's like $9.99, and it's basically, if you want to use this client, you're going to have to buy it. So my other thing with this is that there is no way to buy actual cards on here besides packs. You have to go to a third-party website, whatnot. Basically, Card Hoarder is like the TCG player of Magic Online. And that's pretty it. This is just going to be simple overviews of each one and each way to play online. Alright, so the second way we're going to play Magic is Magic Arena. In my opinion, if you're just starting out Magic, this is the best way to go to play Magic from home. I think Standard is a good format to start playing Magic, and then slowly moving on to other formats. It gets you really introduced. That's where most of the new players are, and is the Standard formats. The difference between Magic Online and this is that there is no Modern, Legacy, Vintage. There's no EDH or Commander. So you have a limited amount of what format you can play on here. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of formats on here. You still have Brawl, you have Standard, Historic, like I said, Draft, Sealed. You have ranked matches and unranked matches. It is a good way if you're a beginner or a grinder. There is an internal type of currency, which is gems and gold. Gems and gold can buy you packs, which get you cards. Or with the cards, they also get you these wild cards. Wild cards can be traded for any card that you want. So you can't necessarily buy the cards, and you kind of gotta grind to get them. Yet again, it's another thing that you have to download it and play it in order to really get used to it. You're not going to find all the answers in one video ever. Like I said, this video is just where and how to play Magic from home right now. I'm not going to get into too much of how to do everything on here, but just like the Magic Online video, I will make a separate video for Arena. It's a lot more simple than online. So I suggest that you do mess around with Arena first. Like, even building the deck is a lot easier. It's just kind of point and click, and you're like, I want to build a Standard deck. You're just 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just clicking on the cards and going with it. It's a lot smoother than online. Even playing matches. So I can just click a match, traditional, Standard, ranked. Click play, go, and it's going to keep you within what rank you are. So you're not going to get paired with, some professional player right off the bat, or something to that extent. So it is a little bit of a slower grind, in the sense if you want to become very competitive, you have to play a lot of games on here. But if you just want to have fun with, current formats, this is a great way to do it. Now, there are a few other ways to play Magic in 2020. One is Cockatrice, the other is X-Mage. And basically, they're free-to-play software, but they aren't official. Now, I have no experience with these, but there are a bunch of other YouTubers that have used it and have tutorials on how to play and set up the X-Mage and Cockatrice. I would say give them a shot. In the coming weeks, I'm going to mess around with them to see if they're worth having. Now, the final way to play Magic in 2020 is remote dueling. So basically what it is you set up your camera and your friend sets up a camera from home, and you guys just play online. Now, there are other YouTubers out there that have done remote dueling / remote playing Magic from home, and it seems like a good way to play with your own cards. Now, while it is a little bit of a hassle, it's probably very fun because these are people that you know and you like playing Magic with. So, I'm going to leave links in the description for each of the things I talked about, Magic Online and Magic Arena. And if you like my content, hit the like button. And if you really like the content, hit the subscribe button. So, until next time, monsters, I'll be seeing you.